Here are 2 ways to lace Converse they slip straight on without the need for tying, including loose lacing and bar lacing. Timestamps for each are down below. Here's how to lace high top Converse in a loose lace style so they slip straight on. Start by taking hold of your lace, and we're going to bring each lace end down into the 2 very bottom eyelets at the bottom here. And we're going to go into them from above. So just bring that lace end through there, pull it through, swap to the other one, and do the same. Take it down into that empty eyelet from above. Making sure there's no twists or creases. And then you want to take a second to make sure your lace ends are of equal length before we carry on. So just pause the video and adjust. There's no rush at all. Awesome. Now we're going to start by keeping a hold of this lace, and we're going to bring it over the sneaker tongue and down into this next eyelet up here from above, just like we did before. So take it down into that eyelet from above, pulling it through. Now remember, you don't want to pull it through super tight because this is a loose lace style. You want to be able to get your foot in and out, no problem. So keep that in mind. Then we're going to swap to the other one, bring it over the sneaker tongue and down into the next empty eyelet on that side from above. Looking good. Now keep a hold of this lace and we're going to repeat that. Bring it over, down into the next empty eyelet from above. Looking nice. Swap to the other one, bring it over and down into the next empty eyelet on this side. Awesome. Now remember, you can play this video on a half speed or you can pause as much as you need to. Just go at your own pace with this. Then we're going to keep going by keeping a hold of this lace. Bring it over the sneaker tongue and down to the next empty eyelet. Swap to the other one, over the sneaker tongue, down to the next empty eyelet. Looking lovely. Keep a hold of it. Over the sneaker tongue, down to the next empty eyelet. And swap to the other one. And do the same on the other side. I'm just going to adjust the sneaker tongue here to make sure everything's looking nice and all those crosses are looking clean. Then we're going to keep hold of this lace. Bring it over, down into the next empty eyelet. Swap to the other one, bring it over and down to the next empty eyelet. Now, when you reach the final eyelet on your Converse, you might have more or less than me depending on your shoe size. But what we're going to do is that exact pattern until we reach the top, we're going to do something a tiny bit different. What we're going to do is bring the lace over and up through the final eyelet from underneath this time, just like this. And you're going to want to pull it out around about this much. Then swap to the other one. Do the same on the other side. Bring it through that eyelet from underneath the canvas and pull it through around about this much. Then what you're going to do is go back through and just adjust those laces to make sure that that pattern is really nice and loose and you can get your feet in and out. So at this point, you might want to put your foot inside the sneaker and just adjust those laces, making sure all the X's are nice and clean looking. Repeat on your other sneaker and you'll have an awesome pair of loose laced Converse high tops. If you found the info in this video helpful, please hit the like button for me to help it reach more people, and consider subscribing for more sneaker lacing videos. I have tons on Converse to help inspire you guys. Thanks a lot! Here's how to bar lace high top Converse so they slip straight on. Start by taking a hold of your lace, and what we're going to do is feed each lace end down into the very bottom eyelets here on either side, and we're going to feed those lace ends down into them from above. So just take your lace ends down into those eyelets from above and pull them through until you have your first bar. Now what you want to do here is make sure these laces have come out of equal length. So pinch those 2 lace ends together like this. Then loosen up this bar a little bit, grab a hold of your sneakers and just pull those up. And that will mean your laces will come out of equal length. If yours haven't, don't worry about it. Just pause the video, take a minute to make sure they're even before we get started. Now this looks like a complicated lacing style, but it's really not. Just follow along with me and you can't go wrong. What we're going to do is take the lace end on this side and we're going to bring it up into the third eyelet up from the bottom on this side from underneath. So just peel back the canvas, pull that lace through so it's coming through like that. Then we're going to bring it over the sneaker tongue and down into the corresponding eyelet on the other side to make a nice bar. Now I want to make sure those bars are coming out nice and crisp, there's no twists, and they're looking really good. Then we're going to swap to the lace on the other side, this one. And we're going to bring it up into this empty eyelet here from underneath. So just bring that up there, like this. We're going to bring it over the sneaker tongue to fill in this empty eyelet here on this side and create another bar. Just go ahead, bring that over, bring it down into this empty eyelet from above to get that nice crisp bar look. Now you want to take that lace and make sure it goes underneath that bar here, this one, so that it's got free range of movement to continue the pattern. Now remember, you can play this video on a half speed or you can pause it as much as you need, just go at your own pace. Then we're going to keep a hold of this one and we're going to repeat that pattern. We're going to skip an eyelet and instead we're going to bring the lace up into the one above that from underneath, like this, leaving that one empty. Then we're going to bring it over the sneaker tongue and down into the corresponding eyelet on the other side to make another bar. Looking nice. Swap to the other one and we're going to fill in these eyelets. Start by bringing it up into this one from underneath on this side, like that. Then we're going to bring it over the sneaker tongue, down into this eyelet from above to fill that in and create another bar. Looking great. Again, bring it under the bar above so it has lots of wiggle room. And then we're going to skip an eyelet on this side, bring it up into the very top eyelet from underneath, like this. Bring it over the sneaker tongue and down into the corresponding eyelet. Awesome. Just leave that there for a minute. Swap back to the other one and we're going to fill in these eyelets by bringing this one up through the empty eyelet on this side from underneath, like that. Bring it over the sneaker tongue, down into the empty eyelet on the other side to fill that in. Making sure there's no twists or it's catching on the other laces, so just take your time. Nice. Bring it under that top bar, so it's got movement here. And we're just going to take a minute to straighten out our bars and make sure they're all looking even and crisp. And then with these excess lace ends, you can just go ahead and tie them into a little bit of a loose bow, like this. And then we're going to tuck that behind the sneaker tongue out of the way. Now these laces are super soft. What that will mean is that little bow will sit on top of your foot here, out of the way, and keep the pattern from falling apart, and you'll be able to slip your feet in and out, and the bow shouldn't bother them at all. Repeat on your other sneaker and you'll have an awesome pair of bar-laced Converse high tops. If you found the info in this video helpful, please hit the like button for me to help it reach more people, and consider subscribing for more sneaker lacing content. I have loads of Converse videos available to inspire you guys. Thanks so much.